Meet me outside, Bitcoin, crypto, don't go for a ride. If you're gonna get your surfboard, get a tie. Wall Street Pete, sick dough, crypto. Please don't flip dough. I'm not always right though. I'm not a financial advisor, but just a gentleman wearing a visor. Yeah, it's time to hustle. It's just so simple, I'ma solve this puzzle. And if you didn't know that you're feeling puzzled, it's TA, baby. Come on right over. Got one job, I got 1, 2, 3. I'll take 4 more just for me. I'm buying crypto, I'm dollar cost averaging, don't you know? You buy the dip, you have a sip. Take a rip, call me captain of this shit. I don't give a fuck, my name is Skip. XRP, Cardano, Ethereum. Take that shit right down to the cilium. I'ma put my fist through this shit. We're going to the moon and we're going soon. Alright, the name is Wall Street Pete. Crypto in crypto. I thought you'd know. We on YouTube. You wake up in the morning, crack of dawn and Wall Street Pete. We talk about live TA. We talk about paying our bills and staying alive and doing the shit and making it great. Let me say, I'm tired of struggling every day. Back to Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto every day? You hit the like, you hit the subscribe button. Talking about going on a ride, talking about going to the moon, and hopefully talking about going soon, right? We always talk about this. Keeping up on the Bitcoin news. We have a lot to talk about. I'm looking up here, and I'm like, wow, do we have enough time for this? Good morning, Philip. How are you? He says, good morning, sunshine. What's going on? Had a nice pattern going until, of course, we do the video, come live, and then what happens? The price stops falling. Well, here we are. Was coming to you with this important inverted hammer candlestick pattern. I was going to teach you something new today. You hit the like, hit the subscribe. None of it's financial advice, but inverted hammer. I do believe that this is a good possibility of what's happening. If you pay attention in here, there actually is something looking like a W upwards in the long run. But if you pay attention, this is what we like to do with our wolves. You hit the bell notification, you hit the all. And then we go over some things. We have a good time, right? Wall Street Beat goes back into the days of the Wall Street days and shows you some patterns and things we were paying attention to. Pretty bullish pattern right now. If you would look, that's like an ascending channel coming up, and then it would break out to the top. What are we mainly focusing on? Well, this is one of the most important things I was always talking about. Where is Wall Street Pete? There I am. I wanted to show you. Of course, now I'm going to put it up there, and it's not going to be good, but some people I know actually bought this. I don't know if it actually helped anyone, but I used to read this over and over and over beyond candlesticks. Love this chart, trading book. Basically what it is learning about the candlesticks. Some people actually bought it. I was wondering if you're in the chat and you bought it. Did you actually succeed anything, find any success from it? Working harder than an ugly stripper for you. You already know this is the channel. You hit the like and subscribe. But getting back to this pattern, I do believe before that happened, if you pay attention to this now, this red candle that was green, obviously 29.3, we're not in a green zone for the week, and we could be falling. We'll see what happens. We still got 2 days, 2.5 days, 2.5 until Sunday closes. If this candle comes back up and gets us close to where we're about to be, as far as the resistance level for the weekly, of course, I'll show you something right there. Right about the 30,000 level. So as long as we could come back, and we got 2.5 days to do it. So anything can happen in 2.5 days. You're all obviously in agreement of that. So if you pay attention, obviously the bottom mark here, if we break through below the 29.3, 29.2 where we're at right now, if we finish a candle or the weekly close below it, most likely we're going to see the mid-20s. I've been harping on it for a little bit now. And then the 30,000, we close above the 29.2, then, the 30,000. So I have this backwards right now, or what did we do here? Oh, we messed around with this chart. I took the price off. So there's another scenario. If we come above, we did not give you that scenario. I apologize. We lost it. But I will have a long confirmed at the 32,000. So that's what it is. This needs to be green. And that needs to be just a regular blue, which is how we had it. Of course, I'm not going to find that color that we did. So whatever, it's close enough. But see, there you go. That would be my confirmation. I'd get excited. There it is. And then you would go up to 37.3. So that's what it was. So let's just not touch anything anymore.
and stop messing with it. So blue is the confirmation. I believe takes us to 37.3. That's what we talked about yesterday. This is the chart. On our way to 40,000. Now, that's if the inverted hammer pattern does come into play, as you can pay attention. Like I said, 2.5 days for this red candle to stop manipulating and scaring and screwing your head up on the weekly chart on TradingView if you're interested in what this is. This is what we're talking about going up through after the end of the week. Obviously, on the 13th, we'll come over and we'll have a new candle. We'll talk about very, very in-depth about that next candle, and that's why you hit the like and subscribe. This is Bitcoin. If you were wondering, we need to find above the price of the 30,000, which would then result back into that hammer. So pay attention. Hopefully, that's what we're getting right now. If that is, it's high volatile waves in the upward direction. We talk about that all the time. So let's pay attention to the news. Cardano, ADA, emerges as favored Ethereum rival in grayscale investments. Smart contract platforms fund the daily hodl. So I do pay attention to Reddit. Very important. I do like what they have to say, and they ask what your thoughts are. Everybody's opinions are like and where you could put them. But this is Wall Street Beat. Cardano is now emerging. They're starting to see the consistency, the zero problems that it's having in the growth and moving forward. So you can now continue to understand that Cardano is an asset that is probably in the blue chip collar, really on nipping its heels in grayscale, as they say, for Ethereum. So pay attention to that. It's very big news. YouTube accused of failing to tackle fake Elon Musk live stream scams. I don't know. I'm talking funny on purpose because I'm not really supposed to be talking probably about this. I'll get in trouble. But YouTube has been failing of this. I'm not sure if it's true or not. We're not going to talk much about saying it's true or false. But I will say one thing, and why I'm bringing it up is it's very important. Just not pay attention to these stupid things. What's going to happen is it's going to have a live chat like me. I'm not important. I'm no one right now, right? If I was Elon Musk, there'd be 10 million people viewing right now, hitting the like button like crazy because we care what he's going to say. He's going to say something immature or stupid, and we're still going to hit the like button and watch and view. As I almost just spilled my coffee everywhere. I would have been pissed. But the point being, right now is there's a lot of people telling you the fundraiser to get into this and to get into this fun thing where I'm going to give away 10 Bitcoin. You must, and it'll be in here or something. You must give away 10 Bitcoin. You'll get one entry. No, I'm lying. It's stupid. 0.01 Bitcoin, you'll get one entry. 0.02, you'll get two entries. 0.03, you'll get three entries. You understand what I'm saying? So be careful. This is what they do, and as Dustin's saying in the super chat, it's true. I always see them. So be careful. It's very bad. It's bad for crypto. That's what's really hurting us. And getting back to the Cardano, Charles Hoskinson, Cardano has seen remarkable growth to over 3 million users. Yes, June 10th. That is today's article. I love what's going on in the Cardano atmosphere. You can check out the video on YouTube. You cannot do that here. Of course, we're not going to. The IOHK Charles predicts ETH 2.0 will be launched no earlier than 2023, more likely than 2024. He later said ETH 1.5 is already out. It's called Polkadot. I thought that's actually really funny because I do believe that that's probably the case. As maybe you want to wrap your head around that. That might be the case. Already, right? We went over this. Martin Lawrence, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Cardano come for you. Cardano and Martin Lawrence have now tied a contract together, which they will now be working together. Big Cardano news there. Crypto fear great index chart. Seemed to be coming back into the fear. As we noticed, we were down, getting below almost at a single digit one more time. I don't think we've been there before. Have we? But extreme fear currently right now is stuck. What's going to happen? And we're going to talk about that next. The countdown for the halving. The Bitcoin halving countdown. 611 days and 5 hours and 32 minutes. And 0 seconds now. We'll have the Bitcoin halving 2024. A lot of people talking about some crazy things will happen. How many Bitcoins are left? That's a great question. Although there is only over 2 million Bitcoin left to mine, it will still take decades or even over a century to mine the last Bitcoin. Business Insider predicted that in the early 2030s, just a decade later, nearly 97% of the Bitcoin will be mined. However, the remaining 3% will only come in existence during the next century, and the final Bitcoin is said to be mined around 2140. So if anybody was wondering what's happening, it gets cut down into a cycle of halvings, and that really slows everything down, causing a huge rise. And coming into the Bitcoin halving, now that we're speaking about it, I hate to say, I don't think a lot of people are understanding this. We're sitting here thinking this morning, ladies and gentlemen, in order for us to get to the Bitcoin mining halving, do you understand that the Bitcoin price needs to be at 60,000? Do you understand by the 2024 minimum, we have to be at 60,000, double the price. We're at 30, say. Now it's really 29.3. We're really falling. But do you understand for the Bitcoin having to happen, we must be at this 60,000, double this price? Ladies and gentlemen, before the 2024 halving, I am telling you over and over and over, as I've said, we must be above this price coming into the 2024. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know exactly, but I'm explaining over and over like a monster. This is a big deal. So when we find out which way we're going, and even if we do come down into the mid-25s, you will understand there will be a significant bounce. So this is what I think is going to happen in the short term. Here we go. Before we get ready to leave already on a quick short video. It's going to be one of the shortest videos I've done. You wouldn't believe it, but it's going to happen. We're either going to get this bounce, right? We're going to break through this. And this is what may happen, so please pay close attention. We may get this rejection so strong you don't even know your mommy's going to hit you so hard that we're going to come back down, and then that's when we're going to come and see this. I think that there's a big chance, big possibility. Wall Street Pete is telling you right now. So if you want to pay attention, definitely mention, not financial advice, but I'm telling you one time, right mother effing now. This is the play. There is a short-term big bounce. And what I believe is going to happen, this is why you hit the like and subscribe, because this is real as steel. This is a big deal. I believe there's a 37.3 pump coming through this 32 break if we do. And if that happens, Bitcoin will then get a rejection if we're not getting a short liquidated, right? We're not getting a short squeeze. What we'll see then will be your drop, and then it will be time to sell and accumulate more as much as you can or trade on leverage to short this market at this price. This will be a great shorting price. I will tell you right now one more time, over and over again, this will be a great shorting price. This will be a great time to short if we get that growth through here and break up on the weekly, like I said, and that hammer, inverted hammer, comes through, and this becomes green and comes about that level. Ladies and gentlemen, you bet your ass we're going to see something significant on to the upside. Every time we have gotten a big move to the upside, we've gotten a significant fall. Ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at a daily chart on the Bitcoin Army. What I believe you may see if we finish below, and now understand how important this support area is. There is big support at the 59 cents. Currently 63. If you pay attention to here, we will bounce off the 59 cents. If we could stay above the 62.5, 62 area and bounce off that price, you will then see an upward W, which will then come out and then surprise a lot of people. So pay attention to what's happening on these charts. I feel like the weatherman, but this is what can happen. You will get a possible double bottom M. This is by economy. Bitco, if you are interested, the market will replicate something similar to that. But we have to follow the weekly. Like I said, it's really, really important on this Bitcoin chart. So 63 cents currently right now, falling down. Do we get the double bottom M rejection? That's the most important thing here. There's a double bottom M coming down. If you see it, what will be here is the most determined factor. I believe we are to the upside. I believe strongly we will be going up. Some Bitcoin news. I'll try not to make some sound of it, but imagine you could pay gas fees in any token. Faster onboarding. User, don't worry about gas. Your token gets more utility. This magical experience is already powered by economy on the @Sandbox game, where you can use MSAN to pay gas fees in lieu of Matic. So that's pretty interesting. I actually didn't read that part. I'm such an idiot for not reading that on the bottom. I just noticed that now. What I was really, really excited was the ending here. What got me excited at the end here, because we already know this is a web layer 3. If you watch the end of this video, we're not going to put the sound on, obviously. He gets refused some of the pebbles that they give him. He has to transfer his tokens, obviously, and then here it is. Powered, and I'm sorry, here I go talking and go right through it. Seamless Web3 experience. You too can now pay gas on the Sandbox with, what, with? Oh man, I'm messing this up. I'm laughing. Pay gas on the sandbox with sand. That's what I wanted to get at. I don't know why I screwed that up, but you could pay with it with sand. So get on there, check it out, the actual game on the sandbox. There's lots of opportunities here. There was a couple things I did want to talk about. What else did we have? I felt like there was a couple more bits and pieces of news. Wax. Wax is now available on the Binance. If you trade Binance US, as you can see, the US is there. Wax is now available. A lot of people have been holding that for a long time since it was on the other platforms. That should got a little bit of a rise, a little bit of some help. Some of the NFTs coming out in the world today. Show your kids, have fun. They'll have a blast with this. This is a Harmony One token based NFT. So if anyone is interested in some of these things, if you have a good time, I'm telling you right now, I'm pretty excited to be alive during the cryptocurrency time frame. As long as we can stay away from the double bottom end patterns, find out what the weekly happens. We will be updating for you. You hit the like, hit the bell notification. I promise in 2 days and 11 hours, I wish I could zoom this in. In 2 days and 11 hours, this weekly candle will confirm, hopefully, that inverted hammer. We will hopefully find out what's next. It's a very important next trade. In the comment section at the end of this video, if you would like to talk about a token, an asset, on these charts you've been dying to ask or talk to Wall Street Pete, which one would you like to talk about? Please leave it in the comment section. Solana hitting to the 35, what a shame. Chainlink finding resistance at $9. Remember, Engine was already at $1.44, and that seemed to be the mark where it would lift off. A lot of these tokens here are on sale. Sandbox, $1.21. Opulus, look how cheap Opulus is, getting to almost right under the 14 cents level. Ravens, 2.5 cents. I can't believe that. That was pretty good at one point. Elron is now $56. Wow, what the hell's going on with this market, right? XRP, 39 cents. We're just going to give maybe it's something we do at the end of the day all the time so we can pay attention, because I have a good memory when I read it out loud and say it. So this is like the end of the video. Maybe we'll do like an end song. H-bar, I remember that. That was a good one. 24 cents you would buy, and it would go all the way up to like 50. That's crazy right now to see it at 8 cents. Meta Hero is 1 cent. Wow. I expected that to be 30 cents at one point. What do we have here? We have Hunt, Helium, Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu is like adding zeros. People get excited to lose zeros. They're adding zeros. Look at this. Look how sad that is. Luna 2.0, NE.0 is dead. I said to people, stay away from Luna. They did not listen. Some of them we already know. Crypto.com, Crow is down, man. Looks like Jasmy's going to come down to 1 cent. That's very unfortunate. I do see that, but what do I see here on this daily chart is the most beautiful thing ever. That is pretty. Let's see what color I could do before we get going, because we're getting ready to go. Of course, this is a freaking long video. As I said, it'd be a short one. Currently, right now, if you're paying attention, definitely to mention on this is like a falling wedge coming into play. I don't know how solid, how much it's holding ground, but currently it is. And what's happening is we see some action there. Now it's really boring sideways. That's something to pay attention to, ladies and gentlemen. I want to see what color I can get. That's definitely something to pay attention to here. That is huge. So sideways boring action is their volume. I'm going to go look at a couple things just for fun here while we're live and have a couple people watching. This is very interesting. What's happening is the EMA exponential moving average is getting tight down below here. And if I can get rid of the drawings and stop playing games here with that. There we go. Beautiful. There we go. This is Jasmy, payment system for Jasmy. Maybe I put it at the end as one of the things we looked at here. We're having a lot of problems hitting the bottom ribbon. And every time we try to touch the bottom, right, we've only broken through the ribbon one time. And every time we did that, we said, support a few times and broke through. And obviously the market killed itself by its own there. But if you see the top peak here, what is the medium of the top here is 4 cents. So 0.044. That is a number that will automatically give you problems. Remember that for Jasmy. 4. Wouldn't we love to get to that price? I'm sure everybody would love to get to that price on the Jasmy token. Oh, wow, I really suck at doing that. But if you pay attention, definitely mention here, the ribbon is getting tight. The volume is subsiding. I see some people are getting out. They're getting scared. Probably just like the rest of the market. The market's dumping, so I don't know what to say right here now, except for if I see some of these tokens, they really are going to fall and get decimated more. You thought this was bad. There's still people who got in. But if I pay attention to this right now, this is high volatile waves in the downward spike, finding support here on the bottom of the EMA. So it's something to pay attention to. What I will find here, the most importance, and this is the most importance, obviously, is the tip of that, which is 0.10 there. So pay attention to that price. If you could finish a candle above that price, which is 1.5, so we're a whole half a cent away, you'll find Jasmine, and that's probably on the daily, and we're on the daily now, so pay attention to that. If you can do so, you will find yourself being able to go to the 0.044, possibly being able to take profits in the long run here coming before we get that fall. Like I said, Bitcoin can hit 37,000. Well, this would be the move that would happen, and then just like the Bitcoin chart I showed you, you would then get a high volatile rejection. So pay attention to that. It's very important. Same kind of thing here. I do believe we get a nice pump to the upside in the short term. What do they call this? They call this a dead cat bounce. What do they call me? They call me Wall Street Pete. Used to work here on this crazy trading floor with all these crazy people screaming and yelling every day. Watch my previous videos. Maybe one day I'll go over it again. I worked on the New York Mercantile Exchange. That's what the NYME stands for. The CME is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. You could trade coffee. You could trade cotton, natural gas, heated unleaded. Anything you can think of that's possibly a commodity or a futures contract, this is where we live. This is where I was. This is a very important time to me. It's why I hold that badge and why I say I've watched some of the best traders trade. They thought maybe I wasn't paying attention. I was young. I was really young coming in here. Right out of high school. Could you imagine going out of high school, working here for a decade? I was very fortunate to not go to high school and come here. I learned more here on Wall Street where there's no windows. You couldn't see if a plane was coming. Obviously, this was 2000. I was here 2008, 2007 was the last of my days coming out of high school. So I graduated the early years, and like I said, this was after 9/11. You couldn't see no windows. You wouldn't know if the plane was coming. You wouldn't know if it was sunny. You wouldn't know if it was rainy. And we screamed and yelled because people couldn't know what was going on in here. And we have the American flag because we're in the USA of New York. And I love New York. It took a $750 a month ferry to get here for where I lived. And I was the happiest mofo when I woke up in the morning, obviously. I did not take this place for granted. This is why we have the channel. So I'm Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. If you want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto, better invest yourself. Do some things, make some changes, right? You like reading books? Not many two people do. But Beyond Candlesticks is a good one. It's a very old book, so I'm sure they have a couple new ones out since then. But there's a little interesting tidbits there about how the Japanese are the reason for that. So as you started the video today, inverted hammer, pay attention to the next 2 days of the charts of what I said. I do expect hopefully some bouncing here, and what will happen is this red candle will turn green. If perhaps not green, it'll just be a very minute, small candle doing nothing. And then what will happen is we'll get that inverted touch to here or perhaps here. So we're going to pay attention to that. I'm not a financial advisor. Like I said, just a gentleman who likes to wear the visor. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. We're going to have a good day. Woo! Can't play the song, but hey, we're going to have a good day. La-dee-da-da. Ain't no one got it done today. So hit that like, subscribe, baby. Yeah, yeah. Hit that like, hit the subscribe, because you already know we're going on a ride. We're going to the moon, and damn, we're going soon. Take care, my people. Take care, my wolves. Hit the bell notification. Be safe.